again, guys. How we doing? Just trying to figure out this whole phone holder system going on here. That way around. Just at Polo Yard. Just got a load of polo ponies to do. Let's go. There we go. Okay. So just got about 7 sets to do. Let's show you around the yard quick. So there's the first one, second one, third one, all the way down the ends. So I've got 7 sets to do here. So yeah, so let's just cracking on because it's gonna be here all day otherwise. So let's get locked in there. So let's make a start, shall we? Go on the legs. So it's a bit different to your sort of normal farrier shoeing where you see the smoke and things like that. So this is all done cold. It's a little bit quicker, and these horses aren't actually used to the smoke very much, so they just struggle a bit. So get the shoe off. All right. These polo yards are a bit crazy. They got tractors and stuff running around all the time. Just how it is in a polo yard. There's always something going on somewhere. Luckily, they get used to it. Really chill. I trimmed it down. I've just grown this in the last 4 weeks. What we have, little race plate. Pretty much goes straight on this one. That's what we use. Is we use this like a stall jack for the cold shoeing. The guys do a lot of race horses. That's all they use pretty much all day because that's all they're doing is racing. They're similar, yeah, quite similar to small racing ponies and stuff. So, the hammer. And you just nail them on. So the polo pony is a bit like a production line. You kind of have a few out at a time. And you just go along and you just rock along. Just all the fronts. Here's all the backs. Yeah, it's like a production line. So they just stand there for hours, quite happy, just chilled out, fall asleep. And you just go along and shoot your horses. Ooh. Got the roof leaking on me. Yeah, so like that. So a lot of people ask me why I do 3 nails on each side. I just do enough nails to keep the shoes on. You can do as many nails as you want, providing they're in the right place. So sometimes you might have to put 4 or 5 in just to keep the shoe on because it's got no foot to nail into that's that strong. Sometimes you might just have to do that. It really depends on the individual case. So that's that one. Oh, let's zoom around the other side. So they're pretty good. They sort of move just on voice command. Just sort of click at them or squeak at them, and they just move over. So yeah, it's a bit closer, so I'll actually get my saucer. So kind of the same with the fronts. There you go. So I've nailed on, you can see the 3 nails there, each side, so you can just take off these little clench bits that are folded over like little hooks. Voila, and there you go, sorted. Put it on. These horses are so used to it, they get done every 4 weeks. It's just like getting their nails done, like a pedicure. Yeah, so nail cutters, you just take off the excess that's grown in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Bit of frog here, just this triangle bit in the middle. A little bit of trim off there. Lift it all back up on the bars. So just got to use a stall jack. There we go, it's all fitted. Now this on. So with these shoes we use special nails like that. They're not like a normal nail, as you know, like a roofing nail, a fencing nail, especially made for these shoes. All fits, all slot in. So when you're looking to nail them on, you're looking for like the best part of the foot to nail into. So sometimes you see the nails like different places, not the same each side. So you're looking to where the most solid bit of nail there is the place you play with. You don't want to nail it on and then a couple of days later it's all broken out. So this one so happened it's gone, you know, evenly spaced out. Sometimes there'll be a nail in there. So you just go with whatever's the best part on the foot at the time. So that's one done. So that's number 2. Charlotte legs. So all these horses' feet got slightly different shapes, sizes and stuff like that. So this one's slightly smaller foot than the other one. So I've got a slightly smaller shoe for this one. So this is like middle of the day for these horses, so it's like nap time, so it's perfect time to come shoe them because they all just stand there, fall asleep, bit of sun on their back and they just snooze away. So they're nice and quiet, which is a bonus. That's what I want. Quite dry here recently, so that's hooves themselves are actually quite hard to dry out. There we go, fitted up. Takes a long time to be able to use a saw jack quite efficiently because you're looking at the foot shape and go from there. Oh, I'll play with the app a little bit. See the nails that come out here. So once I go to finish them off, I'll literally make those little hooks that I knocked off at the start. Yeah, it's just a maintenance cycle shoeing. Be done about every 4 or 5 weeks, depending on the season, how much work they're doing, stuff like that. Yeah, you just keep going around. So I'm just doing the fronts in a minute. I've got another pair of fronts just about there. And then I'll do the backs, and then I'll finish them all off at the end. So then those 3 will be done, and I'll get the next 3 out. Yeah, so I'll say a bit of a conveyor belt kind of style. There's the other front one. Come on, mate. So some of these horses actually quite like being done, shod, because it makes them fall asleep half the time. So I'm knocking up these little hooks that are created at the end of the last process. So this is from last time. You'll see the difference between, that's an old one and that's a new one. So that's going to come off and this one's going to go on. Get this one off first though. There you go, just that, box off. And we clean it out and trim off all the excess. Not grown masses this one. Shoe, that's sort of rough size, that's it. Toe clip in. So most of these polo ponies have a toe clip, which is the one right at the front. You can get ones with 2 at the back, on the sides here. On the back feet there's 2 at the sides. purely because the horse overreaches. This is not going to go into the front foot. So basically, if that back foot, which is this, say, hits the back of this foot when it steps in, if it's just as bare shoe, it will cut. If the horse has got the cork clips on the back, this bit's all domed up, so it just hits it but then rubs off. So there's no cuts or anything like that. So it's just like a safety thing. Right. Get this in here. Some in there, and there as well. Right, there we go. Nail that one, eh? I've done this for the last 14 years, so it's kind of like sort of got used to doing it now. So it looks a lot easier than what it actually is. And there we go, just like that. Right. Stand up straight for a second. Whew. Right. Let's get to the next one. So it literally is the conveyor belt. So it's all done cold. For efficiency, and so these horses are not used to the smoke, so to do all these horses all hot shod it'd probably just be an absolute nightmare, but doing them all cold, they're as good as gold. Absolutely love it. So sort of stand up, do the next one. Right, come on mate, cable. Right. Yeah, there we go. Knock these out. Looks like this horse has grown a lot from this one. It's good. Yeah, you want a horse to grow a lot fur every time, so it's easy for me to play with because you've got plenty of foot to nail onto. Makes my life a lot easier. So, clean this out. See this like dark spot here? It's obviously had an abscess, an old one though, so I'm just starting to grow out. Loads of for this one. try and get a smaller size, I think. Smaller size, that might be easier. Try that. Oh, that's better. So there's reasons why I've done every sort of 5 weeks, because they grow so much fur, because they're in. Also, because they're doing polo, they do a lot of twisting and turning, so you've got to keep the feet as short as possible. Otherwise, excessive stress and strain on the joints and the ligaments. The last thing you want is your expensive pony getting injured. So it's actually more cost effective to get the horse shod regular than it is to end up buying a horse and then throwing it away 6 weeks later because you haven't got the horse shod regular enough. Yeah, be the best player in the world, but if your horses aren't right, you're only as good as your horse is going to be. So I'll show you the difference. The other foot, how much different this foot and how much is trimmed off. See the difference there. See the angle would move, wouldn't it? So you see that? It's a bit longer that side and this side. This all needs to come off, so it'll look even shorter. So it's just that foot's quite long. This one's a little bit upright. So if you've got, imagine you've got ligaments, tendons, they all go down here. So the longer this angle is out here, the more this is the leverage point. And you get tendon injuries up here, and then you've got ligaments that go either side of the joints, either side here. So that's why you've got to keep them as short as you possibly can. Try and get this heel growth to come up. So what happens, this foot starts to rotate like that, and then within that, it takes all the stress and the strain off here, makes the horse more upright and agile on its feet, because this plumb line is where all the weight's going, down here. So if this is really long, you've got all that weight getting stressed here. So that's the reason why they're done so regular. They're done with light shoes to make them nimble as well. So big heavy shoes, slower. So my phone's probably actually about to die, so I need to charge it up. So I'm probably just gonna have this cup of tea. Let you guys disappear a minute while my phone's charging. I can get a few more of these done, and hopefully I'll come back in about an hour's time and I can have a few more. But yeah, I hope you sort of enjoyed that. It was quite fun to explain stuff like that while we're here, what we do. So I hope you see you in about an hour's time once my phone's actually charged back up.